Wow, a new year has begun and so much happened here in my little camper by the woods in Western Germany. Since my last vlog, I spent a beautiful non-Christmassy late December at the campsite I live at. Just me and my dog Lunar for days that turned into weeks, just us and the trees. Something I feared, loneliness, didn't show once, just peace, quiet, love and connection. The year passed and in the last night of 2025 I just slept through, waking up energetic and happy, embracing the new year in such a calm, slow manner. The snow hit early January and with it I had an injury. My knee forced me to lay in bed for weeks after falling on ice. When the snow melted, I could finally walk again. A big relief, gratitude all over the place. We get tested in life, sometimes when we least expect it. What I want to address are 3 trials that the universe gave me in late December. 1, I got an email from a family member I didn't have contact with for so long, offering me a lot of money. Number 2, an old lover I spent years thinking about in the past texted out of the blue. 3rd, camper neighbor issues, something I have been struggling about quite a bit in the past. Interesting how challenges like that can find ways to your doorstep in the quiet time of the year. Would you accept the offer of a lot of money when it only costs you a bit of your soul? Would you take back or at least get in contact with a lover who for a long time you felt like could be the one, but now you grew older, wiser, actually stepped out of the version that longed for him, and also generally overgrew the mindset that you crave a relationship at all? And then, finally, can you let the people around you, your neighbors, your loved ones, people at work, simply accept the way they are? I didn't take the money. I didn't take the lover back. I didn't try to prove a point and made a compromise with my neighbor and resolved the issue that came up with peace, and that strengthened both our relationship and my muscle for acceptance and appreciation. I choose you, I choose me, I choose myself, my dog, trees, the forest side, laughter, sadness, peace. I choose my camper and everything that comes with that. Minimalism, being true to myself. A gift that cannot be wrapped up or bought. Something far greater than money. Something more tempting than an old lover's call. Something more pure than trying to set everything perfectly right. Peace. The peace I was searching for my whole life. And who would have known that everything I ever needed actually really is not found in the outside world, but within. And now we cook. Something simple, I guess. I love to make this pumpkin soup a lot in the winter season, usually with crisp tofu on the side. Today with eggs though, of course, tofu wasn't in store. Veganuary, I guess, which is a very good reason if you ask me. I'm not foraging anything from the forest or from the garden for this dish today, so naturally I want to talk to you about something. The recipe is linked below. So as some of you might know, I don't power my fridge and I don't cool my food in every possible way. And that works in winter in my camper and it works in summer in my camper. It works all year round. And I want to quickly share with you how I deal with When I cook something like a big batch of pumpkin soup, which actually is the perfect example. So I go grocery shopping only once a week, and still, also in summer, I eat fresh and healthy every single day. I live as a vegetarian. I also think this would work out as a meat eater as well if you don't consist on eating meat 7 days of a week, but even then it would be possible. Maybe not with eating fresh cooked meat at day 7, but I really think it will. If you really would want to and really would put some thought in that, it would work probably great as well. I have a cooling box under my camper, which is simply a box without cooling mechanisms. I just call it cooling box because it's cooler in there because it's outside and under the camper than inside of the camper. Actually, now in winter, it's so cold I don't use it because sometimes it freezes and I don't want the stuff in there to freeze. So I have everything in my fridge, which isn't powered, but it's free storage space, so I use it for that. Anyways, everything we're cooking with today holds in winter season at room temperature for weeks. So pumpkins and potatoes, onions, eggs, it's all going to be very, very fresh for weeks in the winter. How do I deal with spoilage of this much amount of soup? Let's say 9 months of the year, except those 3 very hot months in summer, I would just cook the meal that I did once a day. And that's actually it. So for this pumpkin soup, it means, let's say it's the evening and I cook the pumpkin soup and I eat a bit of it. And the next day, around 24 hours later or something, I will just cook it again. And the cooking process will kill every bacteria that is going to make your food moldy. And this is actually something that you can do for many days. So, for example, if I cook this soup on Friday, I will heat it up again on Saturday, I will heat it up again on Sunday, I will heat it up again on Monday, and it will still be very good to go because I just cooked it around every 24 hours. And yeah, this way you are really good to go, even with a bunch of food that you made. And you don't need a fridge to store anything. This works perfectly fine at room temperature. When it's summer though and the temperatures are at, let's say, 25 degrees Celsius or even higher, I really recommend doing this cooking process twice a day. So for me, the perfect egg is when the yolk is completely liquid and the egg white is like the skin of a chicken. And we're going to do it exactly this way. So what you basically want to do is you want to set this pan on high heat for a while, put a ton of oil in there, and until the oil isn't smoking everywhere and it's completely hot, the eggs won't touch the pan. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but it's smoking quite a lot and it's hot, so this is the point where the eggs go in. And when they look like this, I'm turning the heat off and plating them. Oh yeah, this is what I mean. This is like exactly how you want your eggs. In case you're wondering if I have a table in here, I actually do. I have 2 tables in the garden, and I also have a table that's under my bed that I can unfold pretty easily, so I could eat on a table if I wanted to. I also could install this table permanently. I just like it better this way and eat this way, but if I have visitors over, sometimes I will get that table out there, or oneself can sit in the garden, at least in the summer season. A cool idea to not waste any part of the pumpkin, because you can eat the whole pumpkin. The flesh inside the seeds that I did put in the soup and that I mixed raw, I think it gave the soup a bit of freshness, and very generally pumpkin can be eaten raw. We cook it most of the time, but theoretically you can eat the pumpkin raw as well. So I've been struggling to do my dishes very regularly, to be honest, for years, and I figured out part of the reason is because making water warm and washing with warm water and washing the stuff from a full day is something that is a bit draining for myself, and I personally do my dishes with cold water now, and it works pretty fine, and the only thing I'm using for that is soap. This is a high quality soap which only consists of olive oil, which also has antibacterial properties, and if you do your dishes after every meal consistently so that nothing has the chance to bake, get dry and clumsy, this is going to work with the coldest water, and believe me, I have the coldest water here. It's the most easy, the most cheap and the most sustainable way to do the dishes. It's a high quality soap which is more costly than a usual soap, but it will last for months and months on end. And also I don't use hot water, which is good because it saves energy and money as well. And I can do it just quickly and easy in like 2 minutes, and this is a complete game changer. There is no dishes laying around in my camper, which has been the case for a very long time. And yeah, it costs me less money. I only need the soap, and it's quick and easy. And now I'm going to finally show you how I do it. Cool thing about this method is that you don't need a lot of water. You actually need just a really tiny bit of water to wash your stuff, which is even better. And this also works with pans in all sizes and with all kinds of oils. You just maybe want to wash it out like I do it with this wooden bowl. You would give it a quick before wash with water, just so that a lot of the excess stuff gets removed, and then you wash it with the soap in this way, and that way also a pan is going to be cleaned very easily in like a minute or so. My simple life by the woods means everything to me, being that close to nature and having only little chores because I keep my life minimalistic and simple, protecting what I love, the earth, by living conveniently sustainable, and protecting my resources as well, only letting in what and who serves my happiness or my purpose on this earth, and rejecting everything else. You may have noticed that in the title of this video I said I rejected a ton of money twice. Well, the first time was before I moved into a camper 5 years ago. The same person who offered me a horrendous sum of money recently without asking much in return did the same thing back then, a family member, and that same person has a lot to do with my burnout I had many years ago. This person influenced me in toxic ways that took me years of intense healing. And let me tell you, no money in the world can buy you peace. being traumatized, manipulated, and or trading your soul for money will make you utterly, utterly unhappy one day. Choosing your path of peace will make you rich one day. The only way that truly matters, deeply within, and letting the past chill where it should, and choosing day by day, over and over again, what really fulfills you, it will make you so goddamn happy one day. And let me tell you, there is no better feeling. I wish you all a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.